Hello everybody. VMT now has the ability to associate a digital receipt with your maintenance. And I know every one of you is saying, hallelujah, about time. So yay, I'm glad too. The way you do it is fairly simple. You just have to have either a JPEG file, a PDF file, or uh, or a PNG file on your computer. And typically the way you do that is you probably get an email from your provider with an attached PDF, or maybe you scanned in your paper receipt, or possibly take a photo of it with your cell phone or your digital camera. Any of those ways that get you a digital copy of the receipt on your computer allows you then to associate it with your vehicles. Now, it's important, even though actually VMT doesn't care, but us humans like organization so we can find things later. And what I would suggest is putting your receipts in one location, and that location is going to be in the same location that VMT stores all the rest of its data. And the way you find that location is by going to Help and clicking on Show Data Files in Finder, and it'll bring up the Brilor software folder. You'll notice a bunch of files in here. Don't change any of those or edit them or delete or do anything. Just leave them alone. But you can add your own folder inside of Brilor software folder. You can see here I've added one called Receipt Images. You may name this anything you want. It doesn't matter. And you may have subfolders within that by year, for example, or any organization that you think is appropriate and helpful to you. So once you've put your receipts in there, associating with VMT is a matter of just like when you add other data before you add a transaction down here, before you click plus or change, you simply have to add a receipt by dropping it on this button. And it's really just that simple. So for an existing piece of maintenance, like say this air filter, I would double click on it and I would change the data here and change the data here and then hit change. So let's say I've got a receipt for it, I would then drag a receipt over to this button. You'll see it highlight in blue, and then you'll see this other window opens up to show you the expanded view of it. You can either drop the receipt on the button, or you can click on this button and open up this window and drop the receipt here. Either one works. Once you've done that, you just click on change, and then that receipt is then associated with that maintenance. The same thing would happen if you're putting in a new receipt, for new maintenance. You'd put in your normal information, the cost, the date, the odometer, the note, and then you'd drag over your receipt, whatever it might be, and then you'd hit the plus button to add it. So it's really that simple. And at that point, you've associated the receipt with the maintenance, and then when you click on it here, it'll be there for you to look at. And if you want to look at the real receipt, and you say that's a little too small for me to look at, well then you go up here to Help and and it'll say Show Data Files in Finder, and then you can go into your receipt images, and then if you double click on those, they'll open up in the preview app, for example, and you can review them there. So you've got everything all in one place, and you've got easy access to your receipts, and you've got an easy way to associate those receipts with your vehicle maintenance. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, please send me an email. Thank you.